During times of peace, bishops guide their people through ordinary pastoral life. During times of persecution, they are called to lead with extraordinary courage. Saint Oliver Plunkett belonged to the second group. Through his unwavering faith, humility, and forgiveness, he became one of Ireland's greatest witnesses to Christ and the last Catholic martyr executed in England. Saint Oliver Plunkett was born on November 1, 1625, in County Meath, Ireland, into a devoted Catholic family. At a time when Catholics suffered severe restrictions, his parents passed on to him a deep love for Christ and his church. From an early age, Oliver felt called to the priesthood. Because Catholic seminaries were forbidden in Ireland, Oliver traveled to Rome to study at the Irish College. There he received an excellent education in theology and canon law. His intelligence, holiness, and humility soon distinguished him, and after his ordination he remained in Rome for several years before receiving a much greater mission. In 1669, Pope Clement IX appointed him Archbishop of Armagh and Primate of all Ireland. Although he knew the dangers awaiting him, Oliver willingly returned home to serve the Irish Church. Traveling constantly across the countryside, often in secret, he celebrated the sacraments, encouraged priests, strengthened struggling communities, and brought hope wherever he went. Despite persecution, Archbishop Plunkett reorganized the Church in Ireland with remarkable wisdom. He convened synods, encouraged the education of priests, promoted Christian instruction, and helped thousands of faithful Catholics remain united with Christ and his Church. His ministry became a source of peace and renewal throughout Ireland. His fruitful work was suddenly interrupted by the false accusations surrounding the so-called Popish Plot, fabricated by Titus Oates. Although completely innocent, Oliver was accused of treason against the English crown. He was arrested and brought to London for trial. The trial was deeply unjust. False witnesses testified against him, while reliable witnesses from Ireland were prevented from appearing in court. Despite the obvious lack of evidence, he was found guilty. Throughout the proceedings, Oliver remained calm, dignified, and firmly trusting in God. While imprisoned, Archbishop Plunkett devoted himself to prayer and prepared peacefully for whatever God desired. Rather than becoming bitter, he placed his entire future in Christ's hands and continued encouraging those around him. On July 1, 1681, he was taken to Tyburn. Before his execution, he publicly declared his innocence, affirmed that he had never betrayed his country, and forgave those who had falsely accused and condemned him. His final words revealed remarkable faith, serenity, and Christian charity. After his death, Catholics throughout Ireland preserved his memory with deep devotion. His head is still venerated today at St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, where pilgrims continue to pray and seek his intercession. His witness gradually became a symbol of reconciliation, forgiveness, and steadfast fidelity. Christians continue to admire the peaceful way he responded to injustice, choosing truth, mercy, and love instead of hatred. In 1975, Pope Paul VI canonized Saint Oliver Plunkett, presenting him to the Universal Church as a model of courageous faith. Today, Saint Oliver reminds us that truth may sometimes be rejected or slandered, but it can never ultimately be defeated. His life demonstrates that Christian courage is expressed not through anger or revenge but through forgiveness, perseverance, and complete trust in God. His example continues to inspire believers throughout Ireland and far beyond. In every generation, Christians facing misunderstanding or persecution can look to Saint Oliver Plunkett and discover how to remain faithful with peace, dignity, and hope.